What's up, everybody? It's your host, Dan, and I'm back with another podcast episode, man. Man, it's a lot to talk about, man. Same old with the NFL. NBA Cup starts tomorrow, even though there was games last week in the NBA Cup I didn't know about. College basketball started this week. A lot of freshmen did their thing that we're going to talk about. College football did their first playoff rankings. Champions League was this past week, so we're just gonna cut through all of it. Just give y'all basics rundown of each games and any news, because it was the NFL trade deadline that we got to talk about too. It was a key trade. It was a key trade that happened with the Indiana Colts and the New York Jets. They traded Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner just signed a contract, I think it was this summer or last summer, for $1 to $20 million, about 4 years. That was kind of crazy though. Sauce Gardner got traded to the Colts. Indiana Colts, they are 7-2, the best record in the AFC, I believe. They have the best record in the AFC. The Jets got 2 first-round picks though. This year's 2026 pick, well next year's, and then 2 years 2027 first-round pick. So that's huge for them. Then the Jets also traded Quinn Williams. I remember Quinn Williams at Alabama to the Cowboys. Cowboys needed that. They got a defensive tackle. They traded away their defensive tackle Mancity Smith for a second round and a first round pick for next year's 2027 first round pick and this 2026 upcoming draft second round pick. This is the second time they traded for defensive tackle. You know, in the Micah Parsons trade, they traded for Kenny Clark, so I guess they got 2 D tackles now. They're gonna probably force them to run inside. Seahawks traded for Rashad Sheed, a wide receiver. I guess that's a good pairing. Seahawks are trying to go for it all, man. I'm not too sure what their record is, but they've been winning games. They're 6-2, I believe. 6-2. They've been winning games. So trading for another wide receiver, Cooper Kupp's been a little injured this season. So they just found I would say a wide receiver 2 or 3 to pair up with Jackson Smith-Njigba. So shoot, they got Rashad Shaheed for deep passes, going deep, man. Jaguars traded for Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is on his contract year. Jacksonville Jaguars just lost Travis Hunter for at least 4 games with a knee injury, and it looks pretty bad. They said the ACL is good, but it looks pretty bad. So they got Jacoby Myers as a emergency wide receiver. Probably could be their 2 or 3. I'm probably not too sure. He didn't have the greatest year with the Raiders, but that was a huge pickup. for the Jaguars. Because Jaguars they're in winning territory right now. I believe Jaguars are 5-3 right now, so that's good for them. Cowboys acquired Logan Wilson from the Bengals. I'm not too sure about him. I'm not too sure. I don't know too much about him. I know the Bengals weren't a good defensive team, so I don't know how. He's a linebacker, which was Michael Parsons' position. So if he could fill the role of Michael Parsons, what he had, then I guess he could work out, but I'm not too sure. The Bears traded for Joe Tyron Sukuna. I'm not too sure about him either. He was on the Browns. Got traded to the Bears. The Browns got a good defensive team, though. They were a good defensive team, so we'll see. I don't really know none of these players, so I'm not really going to name these players, honestly. Jazzy Alexander got traded to the Eagles, though. And he was on the Ravens. I don't know, did he even play on the Ravens this year? Like, I didn't even know he was on the Ravens, to be honest with y'all. I don't know if he's been injured or banged up. So I don't know if this is a good trade for the Eagles or not. But Eagles, they've been doing trades. They did another trade. They picked up Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins. Not too sure about him. Then they got Michael Carter from the Jets. The Jets have been doing moves. But I don't know, bro. These trades that happen, I'm not really known for these. I don't know those players for real. But, man, we could just start off with the review of last week, man. Thursday night football was that last? Oh, yep, it was Ravens versus Dolphins. Ravens won that controllingly 28-6. I think Lamar threw for 2 tutties. Oh, he threw 4 tutties. Okay. Threw 4 tutties, 2 to Mark Andrews. Shut them out the second half. Tua, the Dolphins fall to 2-7. Baltimore goes to 3-5. Scaraboo, I think this week Scaraboo got injured. Oh no, Scaraboo got injured last week. Okay. Falcons versus Patriots, that was a good game. Drake London was eating. He had 3 touchdowns. They missed the extra point to tie the game, though, and they end up losing to the Patriots. The Patriots are 7-2 now. Drake May's looking like an MVP candidate, I've been hearing. He's looking like an MVP candidate. What else happened good? Steelers beat the Colts. I said it. I said the Steelers could beat the Colts. They forced Daniel Jones for 3 picks. Jonathan Taylor was forced to 45 yards, didn't do too much. And just the defense of the Steelers won them that game. And I wasn't surprised about that at all. Steelers end up 5-3. Dang, DK only had 2 catches. Wow. Dang. Bears and Bengals was a shootout. No defense at all. Chase Brown, the running back, had some words for his defense. They scored late, and then they allowed a touchdown at the end of the game. He was just talking about how defense couldn't get a stop, but he didn't really do too much on his side of the ball. He only had 37 rushing yards, but 75 receiving yards. So okay, Higgins had 2 TDs. He had a nasty touchdown. I remember I seen. He had 2 TDs. I ain't gonna. Joe Flacco's looking nice though. 470 yards. He had 470 yards, bro. But the the Bears did the thing. Costin Loveland had 118 yards. Rome had 0 catches and they won. They had 47 points and Rome had 0 catches. That's kind of odd. The running back had 176 rushing yards. That's their backup because DeAndre Swift didn't even play. So dang, to that. Panthers still the game for the Packers. My Lions lost to the Vikings. I'm so pissed we lost to J.J. McCatherine, bro. All the stuff I'm talking about J.J. McCatherine, he beats us, bro. He beats us. Lions couldn't score at a point. Can't stop the run. Tried to come back too late. Oh, man. We're 5-3 right now. Sick we lost at the crib, bro. Sick we lost at the crib. Chiefs vs. Bengals was close. Chiefs vs. Bengals. They almost came back at the end. It was 28-13. And they got the deep 4 for 17. Patrick Mahomes got deep 14-17. But this might have been Patrick Mahomes' worst throwing game. He completed 15 passes out of 34. So that's like 19 incompletions. So no throwing touchdowns. That's odd. He didn't have no throwing touchdowns. But they only lost by 7. So the defense probably came through. Josh Allen was amazing. 2 rushing touchdowns. Only 3 incomplete passes. James Cook had 114 rushing yards. Don Cannell had 101 yards. They was eating. They was doing their thing. The Bills always find a way to beat the Chiefs in the regular season. I think they're like 4-1 in regular season. But during the playoffs, Chiefs always win that. But Chiefs right now, the playoffs ended. Chiefs wouldn't be in the playoffs with a 5-4 record. That's kind of crazy to say that. But I still say the Chiefs find a way to get 10 wins at least. 10 wins. Jaguars and Ravens got a close game. I'm so pissed at Hunter Long, bro. Hunter Long dropped the easy touchdown. He's the only person on my lay that didn't score a touchdown. It was a lottery lay. It was lottery. So I had a lot of tight ends scoring just because. And he was the only one that didn't score. He dropped the easy touchdown. I was so pissed. They ended up winning this game though. The Las Vegas tried to go for 2. Brock Bowers came back cooking 3 touchdowns, 12 catches, 127 yards. They couldn't win this game though. They didn't win this game, and they're 2-6. They're 2-6, but he was cooking, bro. He came back looking like the best tight end like he was last year. Seahawks versus Commanders. It was bad from the start, man. Seahawks scored 24 points in the second quarter. I didn't even watch this game for a second. It was 31-7 at halftime. Sam Darnold looking good, man. 4 touchdowns. They're 6-2, like I said earlier. JSN had 129 yards without scoring a touchdown. He even scored a touchdown. He had 129 yards. Jaden Daniels gets hurt this game. They were down by like 30-something, and he got hurt. He gets hurt, and he's out for indefinitely. He fractured his collarbone or broke his elbow, something like that. But it's been a rough year for the Commanders, 3-6. Man, after starting the season good last year, they started last year so good. But then, man, their deep. It's just the defense. Defense is trash. Offense been banged up. Like, your offense is banged up. Your defense can be trash. So a lot is going on right now with the Commanders. It's crazy how people talk about the sophomore slump. It might be real, even though Jaden Daniels got hurt twice this year. It could be real. Sad that people are saying that he's on the RG3 trajectory. If I probably said that word wrong. Hopefully it's not true, because I like Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is a good player, even though he beat us last year. He's a great player. He's a great runner, thrower. But yeah, man, it lost 38-14. Not too, just surprised about that. And I was definitely surprised about the Cowboys, man. I had them winning Monday night, but hey, man, they lost to Jacoby Brissell. Marvin looked nice. Marvin had a nice TD on Blaine. He shook his ass, scored a TD. Dak Prescott 250 yards, but only one throwing touchdown. Pickens and Lamb did their thing. Ferguson 50, but they just couldn't. Their defense just couldn't get a stop, man. They're 3-5 on one tie. I hate that record. A tie. Playoffs is not looking too nice for them right now, man. It's crazy because who would have thought again? But Jerry Jones, man, is the problem. But Jerry Jones told the people that he had something to cook for the trade deadline, and he cooked. He got Quinn Williams. We'll see how that works. Logan Wilson, I believe that's the name. We'll see how that works. But it may be a little too late. They got to beat the Eagles the next divisional game. They got to win. They just got to win games. I don't know who they got this week. We'll look at that ahead of time. But Kyler Murray's been out for a while now. He just got placed on IR. And I don't lie, his spot in the league is looking slim, bro. He can't stay healthy. He can't throw the ball efficiently. They might draft a quarterback in this year's draft. I ain't gonna lie. Cardinals, they're interesting because they got a good offense. They got Trey McBride, Marvin Harris Jr. Then they got, I think James Conner went healthy. I think he's a running back there. They got to get healthy. They just got to get healthy. But I did not see them coming to Dallas and winning that game at all. But hey, man, they won that. This week games: Ravens versus Broncos. I got the Broncos winning on Thursday night tonight. Broncos, just too much defense for them, man. Their defense is solid. Offense is okay, but the defense is solid. Geno Smith is the turnover machine. He could end up throwing a couple of picks and stuff like that. But I see the Broncos winning. Yeah, Broncos winning. But Brock Bowers can have a game. He could have a game. Broncos is hot right now. They're like 7-2 right now. Who would have thought? Bo Nix got them 7-2. Who would have freaking thought? But Falcons versus Colts, man. Like I've been saying, the Falcons been up and down. I thought they was going to trade Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins said he wanted to go to a spot where he could be a QB. I don't know where it's at for him, but Falcons been on and off. Drake London had a great game last week, like I said, 3 touchdowns, 100-something yards, but they just couldn't win there. Now he's probably going to be matched up with Sauce Gardner for his first game, and this game is in Berlin. So it's going to be interesting, man. Sauce only allowed like 7 catches this year or something. I don't know if that's true, but I read that. But they got Bijan Robinson. He hadn't had a great game in a while, I could say. Yeah. Michael Penix, he got to throw that thing, bro. He got to throw it. Colts, I need Jonathan Taylor to bounce back this week, man. He didn't have a great game in fantasy for me last week. I need him to bounce back. Daniel Jones got to bounce back. Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs got a new number 2 now since Sauce got 1. I didn't even know Caleb Downs was his brother at Ohio State. I didn't know they were brothers, bro. But I got the Colts winning that. First game with Sauce. They want to win for Sauce, man. 7-2 right now. Go 8-2, man. Go win in Berlin. I got Sauce in them winning. Who's other games this week? I want to see the records and stuff. When I'm looking at it, not showing the records. Oh, 1 p.m. games. What's one good at 1 p.m.? Oh, Patriots vs. Buccaneers. Ooh, that should be interesting. Ibuka. I feel like I ain't say his name in a minute though. Did they have? I think they had a bye last week. Okay, they had a bye last week. Baker Mayfield still looking good. I don't know if he's a hype name still in the MVP talks, but I wonder if Bucky Irvin's back. He's been out for a while now, and I have Rasheed White as my running back. So I wonder if he's back. Because if he's back, I'm gonna be sick. Because I ain't gonna have Rasheed White. Even though his last 2 weeks have been bad in fantasy wise, but they're playing Patriots this week. Patriots 4-0 at home. This the Tom Brady ball, honestly. This is gonna be a tough game. Drake May's looking nice. Drake May is looking nice, man. They got that one corner. I think Gonzalez. He's probably gonna be matched up with Ibuka. This is gonna be a tough game to predict. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even know who's gonna win this. I can't even tell you. I like the Buccaneers because I need Ibuka to have a big game, fantasy-wise. I need him to have a big game. So I got Buccaneers winning that. 4:25 game is the rival. Rams vs. 49ers. That's going to be a good game. Brock Purdy has been out for a while, but Mac Jones been holding it down, man. They're 6-3 right now. Christian McCaffrey's been healthy this year. When no one's been healthy, Christian McCaffrey's been the guy healthy. And he's been putting up numbers fantasy-wise. Puka's back. He was hurt last week, but I think he's going to play this week. He came back last week, but then got hurt, chest injury. Matthew Stafford's looking like one of the MVP too. He only got 2 picks, but he got 21 TDs, man. It's going to be a great game. Rams vs. 49ers. The way Rams been playing right now, I got the Rams winning, man. Matthew Stafford knows how to look for his guys. Devontae Adams been looking good. Puka's been looking good when he's playing. He knows how to use those 2 wide receivers. I got them winning. Lions vs. Commanders, that's a 4:25 game. No Jaden Daniels, a rematch from a divisional game last year that we lost. Sick about. We got to win this game. We got to win by the spread. The spread's 8.5. We got to win by 10. 10 points. Jared Goff got to do his thing. Gibbs got to run through them. St. Brown's got to, his little short routes. Get them yards, man. Jared Goff, check downs off. Look for J-Mo deep, man. We got to win this game, bro. We don't lose back-to-back games. And definitely can't lose to no backup, bro. Definitely can't lose to no backup. Steelers versus Chargers. Ooh, that's a good game, bro. That's a great game. I got the Steelers winning this, man. Steelers picking up a huge W last week versus the Colts. They come to L.A. It's going to be a good game, man. Great. Both teams are great defensively. Great quarterback play. Great coaching. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. But I got Steelers winning this, man. They put Ramsey at safety last week. He looked good at safety last week. I think they will continue to do that the rest of the year. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I got Steelers winning that for sure. Monday night is the Eagles versus Packers. That's a rematch from the last year's playoffs. They began the year last year in Brazil. Packers lost that game last week to the Panthers. I think Eagles was on bye. Eagles did not trade A.J. Brown. There was rumors that he could have been getting traded. He didn't get traded. Devontae Smith, he's looking like he's not even, I wouldn't say he's looking like, but, because Jalen Hurts doesn't really throw the ball around. But Smith got the most yards as a receiver. I expect him to have a big game this week. It's a Monday night game. So I got the Eagles winning this game. Eagles go back to winning ways. I feel like they lost their last game that they played. I know they had a bye a week before, but I think they lost their last game that they played. No, they didn't. They beat the Giants. Well, we play them next week. The Lions play the Eagles next week. I think Eagles win this week versus the Packers. You know, Packers, they're not a bad team, but I think Eagles win for sure. Transition into NBA talks. Tomorrow is the NBA Cup. It's week 2 of the NBA Cup. I did not know that for real. But I wonder what happened though in the NBA Cup week 1. I think it was on I think Halloween was the NBA Cup. First game of the NBA Cup. The Hawks beat the Pacers. The Pacers was 0-5 at that time. Celtics beat the 76ers. I believe they came back. No, they almost bullied that game. Raptors beat the Celtics. Bulls was 5-0 at that time. They beat the Knicks. Giddey had 32, 10, and 9. Luka and the Lakers beat the Grizzlies. That's the game that John Morant basically ranted out and quit on his team. We'll talk about that later on. Maybe he's heading with a breakup. He's probably headed in with a breakup, but Luka had 44. Suns won versus the Jazz. Trailblazers beat the Nuggets. I did not remember that. They've been looking good without Chauncey Billups, though, the Trailblazers. Kawhi Leonard hit a game winner versus the Pelicans that game. He had 34. So this week is week 2 of the NBA Cup. Celtics versus the Magic. I ain't gonna lie, the Magic ain't been starting off the year too well. They're 3-5 right now. I remember I have them projected as a 3rd seed, but I don't know right now. Desmond Bain acquired is not looking too good right now. Acquisition isn't looking too good right now. He's only averaging 14 points. I knew he wouldn't be in the 20 range where he was with the Magic, but I feel like 14 is still kind of low. I think he should be around the 16, 17 ranges. I feel like Paolo's averages should be a little more higher. He should be at least 25, 26. Wagner's okay at 22, but Paolo is on Paolo. Paolo has to get the team going. I feel like this is a great team, but they just not have getting it going. Celtics right now is 4-5. Jaylen Brown's averaging 27.7 as expected right now. I feel like he's doing a great job. Celtics 4-5. I'm not too ashamed of that right now. Celtics Magic tomorrow. That's a must win in my eyes for the Magic. Magic got to get a key win at home, a cup game. I don't know if I just said if they won their last cup game or this might be their first cup game. I don't know. Cup games varies, but Magic got to win tomorrow. They got to win. Cavaliers and Wizards. Wizards are 1-7 right now. Cavaliers are 5-3. Mitchell's been looking nice. He had like 46 the other night. I forgot who they played. He had 46 the other night. He's averaging about 32 points. Versus Wizards, they should win that handily cup game. They lost the last cup game, so they know this is a must-win for them. So I got Cavs for sure. Raptors and Hawks, I ain't gonna lie. Raptors is looking good right now, 4-4. Hawks 4-4 without Trae Young. I ain't gonna lie, the Raptors' big 3 is solid, though. Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, all 3 guards. They all play the 3, but they make it happen. They got Scotty Barnes at the 1. RJ Barrett at the 2 and Brandon Ingram at the 3. And they all averaging about 21 points right now. It's a solid look. Ingram's averaging 6 rebounds. Scotty Barnes, 7 rebounds. RJ Barrett, 5 rebounds. Ingram's averaging 4 assists. Scotty Barnes averaging 5 assists. And RJ Barrett's averaging 4 assists as well. So, I don't know. This trio is not looking bad. I think they could low-key slide into the play game. Low-key make a run at the 6th spot. I ain't gonna lie. With them, man. Pistons 6-2 right now. Pistons off to a great start. Cade Cunningham had a great game yesterday, I believe, versus the Utah Jazz. Had a great game. They play the Nets tomorrow in the cup game. Must win for the Pistons. We should not play down to the Nets level. Nets don't have a point guard. They have a rookie point guard, and he's not even leading the team in assists. I believe Michael Porter's the leading assist man, and you know what they've been talking about. Michael Porter don't pass the ball, so if he's the leading assist man, it's bad. Oh, Nick Claxton's the lead assist man. Yeah, it's spooky over there in the Nets. Pistons got to win that game. The Nets only won 1 game, and that was their last game versus the Pacers. Wow. The Pistons got to win that game. Cade has to have a good night. Rockets versus Spurs might be the game of the night. Ooh, first time they facing off this year. Wembanyama's struggling his last 2 games. Sengun's looking nice. Sengun's averaging 22.4 points, 9.9. Rebounds, 7.3. Assists, so damn near a double-double. Wemby's averaging 26, 13, and 3. Rockets been looking nice, man. They won 5 straight after dropping their first 2 games to the Thunder and the Pistons. I'm probably going to watch that game. I haven't watched a lot of Rockets games. I think I only watched 1 Rockets game from start to finish. KD's averaging 24 points right now. Sengun's averaging 22, like I said. Amen, averaging 19. So the big threes is all averaging around the same areas. All averaging around the same area. Rockets is a nice, solid team. They defend well. Emmanuel Udoka's a great coach. It's going to be a great game versus Spurs tomorrow. Spurs lost 2 in a row, I believe. Is it 2 in a row now? So they lost to the Lakers the other night. And I believe they lost to the Suns. So they don't want to drop 3 straight. But I think they will. I think the Rockets win this. The way that they've been defending Wemby the last game is going to be good for the Rockets because Rockets got hype for Wemby. They can bring in the 2 centers at one time with Capella, Adams, Sengun, or Sengun, Capella. They can bring a lot in, throwing a lot at Wemby to get him frustrated out of there. Hornets versus the Heat. Bam Adebayo isn't playing tomorrow. Foot injury, I believe. 3-5 for the Hornets. Hornets, they got to win this game. LaMelo's averaging 23, 8, and 10 right now. He got to play winning basketball. He got to show them he's a winner. Norman Powell's a 23-point game scorer. I think the Hornets actually win this game tomorrow because the Heat are down a lot of players. Even though this Heat is next man up mentality, I just feel like the Hornets win this game. They just figured it out. Miles Bridges have a great game. I wonder if is LaMelo even playing? He's questionable for tomorrow. Jesus, his ankle. I don't know. If LaMelo plays, I got them winning. If they don't, if he's not playing, then I got the Heat winning. But, man, the Hornets, man, they got to make the play-in playoffs or something, man. LaMelo's been, see, it's like year 6 for LaMelo. LaMelo hasn't made the playoffs not once. Made the play-in one time. But the play-in, they didn't make it not one time yet, bro. They got to make something happen. Mavericks and the Grizzlies, man. Cooper Flag said he hasn't had this much losing like this in a while. And this is gonna be their second away game. So they've been losing all these games on the crib. They 2-6, and this is gonna be the second away game. Jeez. But yeah, man, no AD. AD's been gone for a while. I forgot what game he got hurt in. I think he got hurt in the Pacers game when they won that game. He got hurt. Klay Thompson's looking a little washed, man. They put him on the bench for the first time this year. I feel bad for Klay. Klay really, I said this last time probably. Klay came to Dallas for Luka. And Luka's not here no more, so it's hard for him to find his role. It's going to be hard because Luka knows how to find guys. If you've been watching him in the Lakers right now, he's making guys look good, man. He's making Jake LeVar look good. Making Austin Reeves another level right now. But I feel bad for Klay. Klay's not even averaging 10 points, man. That's spooky. D'Lo started over him. They even had D'Lo bench for a while. They wanted to start Cooper Flag. And I'm not too sure why Cooper Flag was starting at the point guard spot over D'Lo for a while, but he started now for him. But AD has to get healthy. I don't know when he's going to be back. This Mavs team is not looking too good right now. Hopefully they got their draft picks, something, but they're not looking too good right now, this Mavs team. And I feel bad. Derek Lively is another guy that's striving under Luka, lob threat and everything. They need someone that's going to throw Lively the ball up in the air and stuff like that. I don't feel like he doesn't fit this team no more, bro. I don't think he fits the Mavericks no more. He needs to go to a team like with Trae Young. Trae Young's going to throw him a lob. So any point that throws lobs, LaMelo, he'll fit oh, my God. Imagine him on the Hornets when the Hornets get better. He would cook with Melo. He needs to find – hopefully Kyrie brings him back to life, but Kyrie's not coming back until January, so that's a long way. And he's only averaging 5 rebounds too, so it's like – you're not giving him the ball, he's not going to rebound. He's that type. It looks like he's that type of player. The Grizzlies. Now, I think John Morant, he's out of there. He's going to want to request a trade from the Grizzlies soon. He's been shooting bad this whole year. The Lakers game, they were up by like 15. He quit on the team. And his shooting percentage has just been bad, man. Taking bad shots, been standing on the corner. Versus the Lakers, he shot 21%, only had 8 points versus the Lakers. That's when it all started. He told the coaches, he told the media, asked the coaches of why he's been playing like this. He got suspended for the Raptors game. He didn't play the Raptors game. He got suspended for that. They lost that game. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now. They played the Pistons. He had 18 points, and he shot 31%. All for 4 for threes. I'm telling you, like, this John Morant kid, man. He's so stuck up with himself, man. I honestly don't think he's all that, in my opinion, bro. I've been merching this for a while now. He look 0 for 6 versus the Lakers for 3. He can't shoot the ball. If he's not attacking the basket, what is he doing, bro? They was comparing him to Derrick Rose or Russell, but he's nowhere near that, bro. That explosiveness, I don't think they said he has even dunked the ball this year, bro. The lack of effort. He has 17 points yesterday, 31%. Shooting 40%. So his shooting percentage has been bad this year, bro. 38% shooting percentage. I think he's gonna request a trade. He probably head out east because I don't know where he will go in the West. Honestly, I just don't know where he will go. I feel like he's better off in the East. Talk about he was fine in the West. He's a joke. He hasn't been fine in the West. He hasn't been. I think it started with the coaching changes, man. I don't think he believes in the new coach, which I don't blame him. But, dang, man. Dang. It's crazy how the Grizzlies tables turn, man. Without losing Dillon Brooks changed everything, bro. I remember Draymond said that the dynasty starts without Dillon Brooks. Maybe Dillon Brooks was the key piece for everything. Hopefully John Morant is turning tables. He starts to act right. But I feel like he's going to request a trade sooner or later. They trade him at the deadline. But I just want to know where and who. What team does he fit? Drop in the comments. Where do you think John Morant should go? Honestly. Bulls versus Knicks. The Bulls been playing well, man. Giddey's been looking nice. Averaging 23, 10, and 9 right now. Been looking nice right now, man. He's playing winning basketball. Imagine if the Thunder still had Josh Giddey. Jesus. Giannis is playing well right now. 32, 13, and 6. It's going to be a tough game tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to say Mavericks winning against the Grizzlies. I got Mavs winning. Cooper Flag has a great game. But Bucks versus Bulls. I think Bulls end up winning, man. I feel they're a team right now. Billy Donovan is coaching them right now. He's coaching them right. No one expects the Bulls to have this start. It won't last long. I know they probably won't end as a top 4 seed. Probably a play-in. I feel like the run of them is going to end soon, but a cup game, I know they're going to get up for this game. Giannis already has a cup game, championship, so he might get up for this game as well and want to defend his title. It's actually going to be a great game, honestly. But I think the Bucks actually, the Bulls, I don't know who could guard Giannis or contain him. They got to just probably throw 4 at him, honestly. They got to throw 4 at Giannis to get him off him. But it's tough, man. I'm going to say the Bulls win just because I got Josh Giddey on my fantasy. I need him to get off. Timberwolves versus Jazz. Man, the Jazz just lost Walker Kessler for the whole year. It's crazy because Walker Kessler's been in a trade talk, so he could have been getting traded this summer. Not summer, this trade deadline, but he can't. Louis Markkinen's averaging 30 still. Randall's averaging 27. Ant just came back yesterday versus the Knicks, so this could be a key game for him versus Jazz, play against a lesser opponent team, so I feel like he could get off versus the Jazz. So it's a play-in, so he should get off. Another play. It's a cup game, so he should get off. I said the Thunder win big. The Timberwolves win big. Warriors versus Nuggets. Stephen Curry won't be playing due to an illness that's been bothering him these past 2 games. He didn't play yesterday. Then he played the game before that. It was rough on him. And he playing in Denver, so the altitude, it really would have been bad for Curry today. Tomorrow. I had the Nuggets winning. Joker's averaging a triple-double right now. Yeah, dang, Nuggets, Warriors lost all their games on the road. Dang. 1-4 on the road, 5-4 record. But I got the Nuggets winning this game. I got Nuggets winning. Probably big. I don't know, unless Jimmy takes over. I don't know if Jimmy's playing. His back's been bothering him. But I got Nuggets winning. Thunder versus Kings. The Kings just beat the Warriors. Russell Westbrook had a trip dub. He had a trip dub. Levine did not play. But Thunder just lost their first game, blowing the 23-point lead, losing at the end. I feel like they're gonna come back tomorrow and get a dub and win. Shai Gilda's been averaging 33 points right now. He's gonna up the rankings on that. Anything else for this? I don't know. I think I said so much about what else been happening in the NBA though. I don't know if I missed anything in the NBA. I don't know. The Cup games are only on Fridays now or something? Tuesdays and Fridays. Back and forth. Like they did. Okay. I don't know. Am I missing anything in the NBA? The standings. Pistons second seed right now. OKC's 8-1. Lakers surprising 5-game winning streak without LeBron. LeBron's coming back in 2 weeks. I believe they said around November 18th or around Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving. And like I said, man, I didn't think the Lakers would be this high, but let's see how long it lasts. LeBron's come back. Let's check how they gel with LeBron. But Lakers 7-2 right now. Their road trip starts this Saturday with the Hawks. So let's see what they go on their road trip. Let's see. They got 5 games on the road. Let's see how they go. But yeah, man. I feel like that's all in the NBA, bro. It's too early in the NBA to talk anything else. Honestly, Zion's hurt 7 to 10 days. He should be reevaluated. Coach Willie Green might be on the hot seat. Yeah, man. I said Jaw stuff. But yeah, man. We could transition into college basketball for real. College basketball has begun this week. It was a great opening night, man. I got to see ajdybantsa, and he looked solid. He looked solid. I wouldn't say it was the best of his game, but he did his thing for sure. He did his thing. I'm key on the freshman guys, man. Ever since I've been watching college basketball, it's been one and done eras and all that for me. So it just hurts that all these transfer rules is happening. 5th year, 6th year seniors, man. I don't watch college basketball for those players. I'm gonna be for real with y'all. Like these past 2 years, really this year, I've really been not even on my college basketball for real. Like these transfer rules, all that. It's like it don't make no sense to me. Now they got players in the G League coming back to college. Like what? So I ain't gonna lie. I only watch college basketball for the freshmen. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm going to keep it real. I only watch it for the freshmen and the players that didn't transfer. The 2-year, 3-year players, 4 years. If you're a transfer, I really don't pay attention to you if you're a transfer. I'm going to keep it real. So if people are sending me highlights of transfers and stuff like that, I don't really take a look at it, honestly. But I did look at the freshman list that played their first collegiate game, and we could talk about those and how I feel about those players. Darian Peterson from Kansas, 21 points. His first game, had 18 in the first half. He started off strong with Green Bay. Only missed 4 shots in the first half. His playmaking skills, played great defense. And I'm liking this. This is going to be a nice battle of the freshmen of the year in the Big 12, man. They got Darren Peterson, the projected first-round pick. Projected second-round pick, ajdybantsa, who's my projected first-round pick. I like ajdybantsa the best out of all the freshmen. He's in BYU. We're going to talk about him in a second. Calvin Pete, he's Arizona. I didn't think we would be talking about him this week, but he had a monster game versus Florida, the defending champs, and he's supposed to be a first-round pick. They didn't even have him in lotteries, some of the draft voters I've been looking at. But Darren Peterson, solid, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Didn't really need to do too much second half. ajdybantsa had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He had a game versus Livonia. That was one of the best debuts for BYU's basketball program in a long time, man. Dybantsa had the hype around him. He scored his 12 out of his 21 points in the second half, led his team to victory, got to the basket strong. He didn't shoot the ball too much. He only shot a three ball one time, which is probably going to have to change in the college level. He's going to probably have to shoot the ball. Scouts got to see him shoot the ball because now in the NBA, if you're not shooting, it's going to be hard for you. So I feel like ajdybantsa just got to develop his shooting. Continue to get to the basket, though. Continue to get to free throw line. You got to make the free throws. He was 2 for 7 at the free throw line, I believe. But I was just excited to watch him, man. He was the burst to get to the basket, man. The second half, he had just amazing second half, man. Just amazing. Versus Lithuania, not Lithuania, Villanova. Did I say Lithuania before? But Villanova team that did not back down, did not slow down. Yeah, man. Cameron Boozer, he's predicted to be the 3rd round pick. I ain't lie, he had a slow start, I ain't gonna lie. He ended with 15 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a slow start, I ain't gonna lie. He missed his first 7 shot attempts from the floor, scored 0 points in the first half. But in the second half, he showed his versatility, his strength on both sides. Yeah, he finished with a double-double even though he had a slow start. Passing was good, fighting open bad. But, you know, he's going to have to – I mean, this Duke team is pretty deep. They got Isaiah Evans. He shot the ball pretty well in the first half. Isaiah Evans probably the 2nd best player on the team. But it's going to ride on Cameron Boozer, man. You know, the freshmen at Duke, man, they got a high pedestal. Cameron Boozer is the son of Carlos Boozer. That was in the NBA. But, yeah, he has to be well. He has to do good. Texas, they ran away with this game. I knew they was going to beat Texas, and I knew they were going to run away with it. Nate, a man from Tennessee. I was pretty excited to see him. I'm not really too sure about him this year. They said he was committed to Tennessee. So I was like, okay, let's see him. But his first game, he had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Then I didn't even know he was the highest recruit in the Tennessee program. But yeah, I guess he had a slow start in the first half as well. He scored 12 of his 18 in the second half. They say he's a skilled shot maker. He's a skilled shot maker that's going to play a key role with the Tennessee Volunteers. But yeah, man, he's nice. He's lengthy. Get to the basket, shoot the ball. He's gonna be an exciting prospect. And then one and done. My guy Darius Acuff, man, he had an amazing debut. He had 20 in the first half. You already know how John Calipari do with the guards, man. He likes to get his point guards NBA ready. And Acuff is next, man. He's next up, man. Shout out to Darius Acuff, Detroit made, man. I was happy seeing him go crazy. 20 points in the first half. And I told one of my guys, I said, man, he's not even going to try the second half. And he only ended with 22, so he only scored that layup. He had 22 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds in 29 minutes. And he was good. He was good, man. He's going to be a real difference maker. I think this Arkansas team is legit. I ain't going to lie. This Arkansas team, Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas that we're going to talk about later, they could be Fox and Mox, De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk 2.0. I honestly think that Malik Thomas coming off the bench still. Even Carter Knox did the play. He still came off the bench. And he did his thing, but we're going to talk about him too. We're going to talk about him in a second. But Darius Acuff, man, I'm excited. I'm excited I get to see him play this Saturday. They're playing versus Michigan State, like I said before. But Tom Izzo, John Calipari is my 2 favorite coaches in college basketball for 2 different reasons, man. John Calipari for getting these guys NBA ready, getting them to the league. If you want to go to the league, you go to John Calipari. Tom Izzo, just that rough rider. He's going to make you be a better man off the court, outside of basketball. He teaches his guys what to do off the court, just gives them great knowledge. You always hear good things about Tom Izzo, so that's like one of the coaches I would love to play for, him and Calipari. So I met Izzo too. I already said this, but I always talk about how I met Izzo. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see the game Saturday, man. Michigan State. I guess I'll talk about Michigan State real quick because they don't got one of the freshmen that played. Michigan State, they low-key struggled the first game, but that's November. That's how it always is for Michigan State. Last year they struggled versus Bowling Green. This year they struggled versus Colgate. Scoring is gonna be rough this year, but I feel like Trey Fort is gonna be the guy Kutang is going to be the guy. We need shooting. Trey Ford, Kutang. I like Trey Ford's shot. His jumper is really nice. Jamie Fears is one of the best point guards in the country. His stat line was amazing. He had 15. Hold on. I got to read his. I got to say it right. Because they don't. A lot of people don't put respect in Jeremy Fears' game, bro. They don't put respect. So I'm going to read him his stats. What he had for his game. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, man. 5 steals. They don't put respect on his game, bro. Jamie Fears is gonna be one of them guys this year. I feel like him. Konkar, he gotta be the guy too. He's gonna be our go-to. Konkar. His shot got better this summer. He only took 1 3, but that's no problem. 2 for 5 at the line. He gotta make those free throws. I like his game though. He had 3 dunks. His dunks electrifies. His dunks are like 4 points from Michigan State. Jackson Collier, 16 and 15, shot the ball well. Back to the basket, getting to the basket, shooting the ball well. 16 and 15 for him. But back to Jeremy Fears, man. 5 steals, great defense. He likes to get to the basket too. He was getting to the basket as well. So it's gonna be a great matchup on Saturday night at the Breslin. Jeremy Fears guarding Darius Acuff. It'll be a great defensive matchup. Cohen Hart is probably going to be matched up on Brazil. That's going to be 2 high-flying matchup. Ooh, that's going to be a high-flying matchup right there. But, yeah, man, I'm excited for that game. I'm not going for nobody that game. I'm going there as a spectate. Order popcorn and the bev. And we got on and popping. But the next freshman, we talk about Malik Brown. Malik Brown had 11, 6, and 3 rebounds. He only played 18 minutes. It was a blowout. They was blowing this team out from start to finish. He didn't really try. But he's going to be a true floor general. I can't wait to see the game next week versus Kentucky. It's probably going to be the first time a Kentucky and Louisville game has been closed. Because I don't know the last time Louisville beat Kentucky in a minute. But this game should be closed. I don't know if Louisville will beat Kentucky. But I feel like it'll be closer than expected. Chris Canning Jr. on Houston had 12, 10, and 1 block. He showed why he's one of the best big men in college right now as a freshman. He got a double-double. He could be in the mix in the Big 12 freshman of the year as well with Darian Peterson, ajdybantsa, Keo Pete. So he could be up there with Houston. Caleb Wilson, North Carolina. I looked at his highlights. It looked like he was just dunking everything. Literally just dunking everything. But this is crazy that North Carolina, I just read that North Carolina only had 2 lottery picks since 2013 with Cameron Johnson and Kobe White, and they were drafted the same year. So North Carolina, they've been down with the recruiting. I ain't gonna lie, they've been down with the one-and-done players, but this year it could end the way Caleb Wilson looked his debut, 22 points, 8 for 10 shooting, with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. He looked nice. He's literally dunking everything, bro. So he could go one and done this year. Keo Pete, we didn't even talk about him. He probably had the best debut in Arizona history, I ain't gonna lie. Versus the defending champs. He caught a nasty lob. Back to the basket. I don't know, this is my first time really watching him. He's built like Paolo Banchero, so I thought he could play like Paolo Banchero, size up shooting or all that, but nah, he was straight back to the basket. Sometimes a little shot on the short corners, but he looked great, man. Experience, it looked like he had experience. He looked like he had experience in the college game, bro. Arizona could be in the mix because they got another freshman that he barely played, Braden Barrows. I think he was in foul trouble. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe he was in foul trouble. Yeah, he was in foul trouble, so we didn't get to see him too much. But Keo Pete's, man, he was looking good at the pick and rolls, drop down, catching lobs, dunking, blocking shots. Keo Pete, he looked legit versus the defending champs, man. He looked legit. Arizona looks nice too, man. He's just dunking everything. He was literally dunking everything, bro. Literally dunking everything. Malik Thomas, man, we go talking about my guy. Off the bench, spark, man. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Arkansas so deep. 3 players in Arkansas had 20 points. and 2 of them were freshmen. Like, Calipari is probably gonna have 2 one-and-done players this year. He didn't have none last year. He didn't have none for probably that was the first time he didn't have a one-and-done player, and like probably before Derrick Rose. Probably before the year of Derrick Rose. So Derrick Rose got drafted in 2008. So probably 2007 was the last time he didn't have a one-and-done player. And like I said, if Boogie didn't get hurt last year, I feel like Boogie would have been one-and-done first round. But Boogie Flame didn't even look good for Florida in his debut. But we're not going to talk about that. But, yeah, man, Malik Monk 2.0, man. Malik Thomas is nice. Just to score off the bench, man. He's going to score the ball. He had 20 both of his exhibition games. So him having 20 the first game, not surprising. But 6 rebounds, 7 assists, he's doing the other things. He was talking about he's a stat stuffer. He wants to do the other things. It's not all about scoring. He wants to defend. He wants to pass. He wants to do anything to get the team wins. And I believe that. So it's going to be an interesting game Saturday versus Michigan State, man. We all know it's Darius' homecoming, but Malik Thomas could take the spotlight too a couple plays. I wonder if Carter Knox is playing too. I'm not too sure. I haven't read into that. I know he didn't play the first game. Baylor's freshman Tunde Yasofulu had 24.7 rebounds, 1 assist. Could be Scott Jewell's next one-and-done player. Last year he had VJ Edgecombe. Yusuf could be next. He was efficient. Shot 10 for 16. He was athletic. He looked athletic. I know I didn't see too much of his highlights, honestly. But from what I'm hearing, he's athletic. He get to the basket. You know, all that. I'm looking at his highlights right now. Okay. Offensive rebound. Yeah, he's athletic. He's athletic. His hands is in passing lanes. He's getting to the basket every time. And in these highlights, it seems like 24-7 his college debut. Dang, I didn't even know Baylor wasn't ranked to start the year. He could shoot the 3. He shot the 3. Get into the basket. Yeah, he's just getting to the basket. He's nice. I don't know, but I've never heard, like, I ain't gonna lie, he's one of the first I didn't hear too much on. Like, I heard from him in probably like one of the All-American games. I don't know what All-American game he was in. I think he was in McDonald's. But he's not a dude I usually look at the highlights off of. He can shoot the ball. He looked like he could shoot the ball, though. And we'll see. I don't know, he's built like Anthony Edwards a little bit. Keon Anthony off the bench, man, for Syracuse. Keon Anthony, Carmelo Anthony's son. Looked good off the bench, man. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Man, he locked the team high with minutes off the bench. He's a 3-level bucket, man. He was getting to the mid-range, to the basket, to the trades, getting to the free throw line. He looked nice. He looked nice, man. He looked nice. I wonder how his season's going to pan out, how his minutes are going to be contributed. More minutes throughout the season, because I know they play like a mid-team, so like they showcase them a lot. But I ain't gonna lie, his skip through, his handle, I ain't gonna lie, Keon Anthony he's skilled for sure. He's skilled just like his pops, man. The mid-range midi. And he didn't even look hesitant, like he was just going. Like, look, oh my God, he glided to the left hand with the lay. Hezzy, oh, bumping him. Good hit. Oh, yeah, he looks nice. He's nice. He's nice. Dunk it, smack the backboard. Oh, yeah, Keon, he on that. He was on that. It's crazy. I'm watching the highlights. Y'all not even know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm not putting the video on here. Get copyrighted. Oh, good hit. Good hit. He can shoot the ball. Trey McKinney from Michigan, I ain't gonna lie. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He was efficient, man. Off the bench, 6 threes, man. 6 threes, 7 for 10 shooting, 6 out of 8, 6 out of 7 threes. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. Trey McKinney looks good. I wonder how he's gonna do this year. He's one of the guys at Michigan I'm really gonna look at because he's a Michigan freshman. I told you I record with the freshmen. But we'll see how he does. I hope he does good in every game he plays in, except versus us, Michigan State. I hope he doesn't play good versus Michigan State. But, yeah, man. But hey, that's probably all the freshmen I could think of that played this week. That came through in my mind. Shout out to the freshmen, man. This is a freshman game, bro. Forever will be a freshman game. But yeah, man, we could transition to college football, and then we'll be done. Well, talk a little Champions League real quick after college football. But college football, man, the rankings, the new rankings came out. Ohio State still won. Indiana's 2, Texas A&M is 3, Bama 4, Georgia 5. AP poll had Oregon 6, but college rankings had Ole Miss 6. Okay. BYU 7. Texas Tech 8. Georgia 9. Notre Dame 10. They had Texas 11, Oklahoma 12, 13 Utah, 14 Virginia. But Texas, Oklahoma, and Utah would not be in the playoffs if it were to end today. They had Virginia as the 11th seed and the 12th seed. Got to be a group of 5 team, which is Memphis. Only have 1 L, so Memphis will be in it. But man, like I said, Notre Dame gets it easy, bro. Notre Dame lost the first 2 straight and they won 6 straight. And like, if they don't lose now one another game, they're not in they're no conference, so they don't play in nothing. They automatically make the playoffs. So that's crazy for them. Texas A&M and Alabama play soon, probably. If they continue to keep winning, they're going to play in the SEC Championship. Ohio State, Indiana, they could play in the SEC Championship. So the rankings are going to be fluid. They're going to keep moving around. Right now, Alabama and Georgia could meet up again in the second round. And, you know, Alabama, we always beat Georgia when we healthy. But we're not trying to play Georgia again. We're trying to play something new. Like, all these SEC teams in the playoffs is, like, crazy, bro. Like, it's literally SEC and Big Ten. Literally SEC versus Big Ten. But this week is a big game in the Big 12. BYU versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech is 8-1. They lost to Arizona State. BYU is undefeated right now, ranked 7. This game is at Texas A&M at 12. I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna be tuned in for the first time. Texas A&M is a big favorites though. I'm surprised how they that high of 10.5 favorites. You don't think BYU is legit or something? Do BYU have any legit wins? They got Utah as their win. That's it. Who's Texas Tech have as their win? Utah as well. They beat Utah by 24. But I don't know, man. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. I got Texas Tech winning this game. They at home. They should win this game. It's good. Who's playing this week in college? I don't even know who's playing this week. Any good games besides them? Texas A&M versus Missouri at Mizzou. Ooh, Mizzou could still pull this off versus Texas A&M. That's gonna be a good game, man. Mizzou versus Texas A&M. I ain't gonna lie. A&M. I mean, Mizzou had one of the best running backs at a point, but I don't know how he's been doing. But A&M is still favored on the road. They're favored by 7. Marcel Reese probably looking like one of the best freshmen, I believe they said. He's looking like one of the best freshman quarterbacks. Oregon versus Iowa. Iowa's ranked. I didn't know they were ranked, man. I didn't think they would get ranked this week. But that's going to be a big test for Oregon. Oregon's ranked 9 because they didn't have no key wins besides North. But yeah, Oregon and Iowa is going to be a great test for Oregon. Need them a key win on the road. Dante Moore's been playing great. The receiver, Dakari Moore, has been playing well. That's just must win for Oregon, bro. Need a key win to help their resume. Alabama versus LSU, man, the rivalry. The last time this rivalry will be played for a while. That'll be a ring versus ring matchup, but LSU starts to crumble. Brian Kelly has been fired. And Ty Simpson just continues to look great, man. I'm expecting a big game for Ty Simpson. Only 1 pick this year. I feel like the defense of LSU isn't that well as people are expecting. Offense of LSU isn't that well. Alabama's online's been amazing since their first week loss. Alabama's just getting better each week. Spread's at 9.5. It's like Alabama gets that on at home. Going to be a great game, Alabama. Alabama wins this game pretty convincingly. Next, we got the Champions League, man. Champions League happened this week. And pretty interesting games. Arsenal wins 3-0 without Gyökeres. Mikel Minero played as the false 9 striker, scored 2 goals. He plays the striker position pretty well, I ain't gonna lie. His first goal was amazing, just being at the right spot at the right time, man. Always being at that box that the 9 needs to be at. Minero was there for that first goal, man. Arsenal still hasn't let it go since a long time, man. I don't know the last time they allowed it go, honestly. I honestly don't know when's the last time they allowed it go. The whole month of October, they didn't allow it go. Arsenal's look like the team to beat, man. The next Champions League game is versus Bayern Munich, another team that's been playing well. Bayern Munich has not lost a game this whole season. 16-game win streak, no ties, no losses, just strictly wins. They went to PSG and beat the defending champs 2-1. Luis Diaz had an amazing first half, but it ended with him getting a red card, which I don't really think it was a red card. It was just that Hakimi got injured and it looked bad. The injury looked bad, the way he was responding on the floor. So it was no choice to give him a red card. I feel like if Hakimi didn't react as that was, it would never have been a card situation. But Luis Diaz played amazing first half, man. His second goal, he stole it off Marquinhos. Marquinhos wasn't paying attention. He came, stole the backhand. And Luis Diaz, fourth minute goal. I ain't gonna lie, Bayern Munich could have had a lot of goals. You know, Gnabry had a goal that hit the post. A lot of opportunities. PSG had a lot of opportunities, but PSG players got hurt this game, man. Dembele got hurt this game. And man, like I said, Hakimi got hurt. Dembele got hurt. Nuno Mendes ended up being injured as well. So PSG took a lot of injuries this game, and they lost that one, 2-1. But man, Hakimi's injuries are looking bad, man. They said about 6 to 8 weeks. They said his return date might be the beginning of AFCON if it's a great recovery. And AFCON is like December 20th or something like that. Hopefully he plays in AFCON, a big tournament for him in Morocco. But Nuno Mendes, I forgot what was his injury that they said it was, but he will be out for a while as well, man. Another game, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, man. From start to finish, I felt like it was Liverpool, man. Possessions might have said Real Madrid, but it did not look like it at all, man. Shots, like, I believe Courtois had like 8 to 9, 10 saves. I don't know. No, he had 9 saves. 9 saves, amazing saves. Just Real Madrid couldn't defend the set pieces at a point. Passes was weak. Midfield was getting dominated. Our Gruler, man, that man's a kid when it's time to play teams, man. I feel bad for him. I like his game a lot, but I just don't feel like he's been ready to play. Like he did not play a good game versus Liverpool. Dean Hazard didn't play a great game. Defensive back for central back for Real Madrid. He didn't play well. Vinicius Jr. was attacking, trying to get crosses made, but you can't do crosses when we don't have a 9 being in the box for header situations or volleys and such like that. That's what I feel like the problem with Mbappe is. Mbappe, he's not adjusting to the 9 position. Easy opportunities that you can just easily have, like how Haaland has easy opportunities, tap-ins, perfect passes. Like Haaland's goal yesterday when Jeremy Dokia passed it to him, he was at a perfect spot that the 9 is supposed to be at. That spot that Mbappe wasn't at versus Liverpool. It was an opportunity where Carreras had a great pass in the box where a 9 is supposed to be at. Mbappe wasn't there. Mbappe was on the top of the key at the just playing as a winger, and he's still adjusting to that winger spot, the winger, the striker spot. He wants to play, he wants the ball to and do dribble moves, skill moves to go get past people, but that's not gonna work, man. When you need it to be at the 9, when you need it to be at the 9 spot. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I'm sick that he didn't get the starting spot. I really want him to start. I feel like it would have made a big difference. He came in at the 80th minute. He had a good cross in too. It wasn't a bad cross. I mean, it wasn't a great cross, but he crossed the ball and there was nobody there to go for it. So he's a great passer too. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's a great passer. But it was his first game back in at Liverpool, and he got treated with boos. And I'm not surprised Van Dijk didn't want to speak to him. I don't believe Salah wanted to speak to him. They ended up speaking to him, but they didn't want to at all. He didn't get the reception he wanted, but he kind of knew that was going to happen. He left his club team since a youngin. He played for them, so he should have seen that coming. But Liverpool was dominated, man. They were more aggressive than Real Madrid. Bradley played great versus Vinicius Jr. Then I'm gonna mess up his name. Skobozali. He's a hungry. He played well. I feel like he should have got man of the match for Liverpool instead of Mac Allister. I don't know. Mac Allister got it because he got the goal, but the assist was better. And it was just bad defending in the set piece. But that game should have been a 0-0 game. See that we allowed that goal at the 61 minute. But Camavinga did well. He did well, but I ain't like we just play like kid. Like we can't play like versus aggressive teams like Liverpool. We can't play soft, man. I feel like Carreras did a great job on Mo Salah, though. I feel like he did a great job on Mo Salah. But Dean Hezu, I know his film the next day wasn't too great. Liverpool doesn't win this. I mean, yeah, Liverpool doesn't win this if our goal is aggressive. Like, the passes we were getting wasn't too well. I don't know, man. I feel like Valverde was missed at the midfield spot, but Camavinga played well. I feel like Camavinga played well. Torre Giménez could have had a better game, Torre Giménez. And Torre Giménez ended up getting hurt, I believe. Him and Valverde got hurt, but Valverde's injury isn't too bad. Torre Giménez out for 3 weeks, but I feel like Valverde was missed at the midfield spot instead of being at the right back. But, you know, Real Madrid's second loss of the season. This loss was a better loss than Atletico Madrid loss, but it got to get better, man. Real Madrid has to get better. We got to get key wins. Like, this is a game that we need to win. Mbappe has to be better. Mbappe didn't even have a shot at goal. Him and Vinicius didn't have a shot at goal. And Bellingham only had one shot, I believe. And that was in the first half, I believe so. But Mbappe has to be better at the 9 spot. He has to be better. He has to be at the spots. Easy goals, Mike. He just want the difficult goals. He can score the goals from outside the box. But when it's games like this, you got to get the goals at the easier spot, at the 9 spot, man. Gonzalo Garcia would have been huge, man. He would have been huge. He uses his head a lot. He knows how to play the 9 spot. But it's just like Xabi Alonso doesn't want to take up Mbappe. He doesn't want to take him out because you never know when Mbappe is like his switch like this. So you just don't want to take him out. He played Vinicius to the end this game, Bellingham to the end. But it wasn't enough, man. It wasn't enough. Conte and Van Dijk did a great job on not allowing Mbappe and Vinicius to get a shot up. That's all it was, man. All it was to it, man. Another games to talk. Where to say PSG and Bayern. But that's mancity. Don't know, man. Phil Foden looked back. He looked pretty back to me. Haaland scoring goals again, how he was. Ryan Cherky is back. I believe he scored a goal. Tottenham isn't the same Tottenham no more. I feel like they just got manhandled from, not I wouldn't say the start to the end, but it got out of hand at a point. That was supposed to be the game of the week on Wednesday, but it wasn't too special. But then I read a poll. After Newcastle had beat Atletico Club, it was another Premier League team beating a Premier League team beating a La Liga team. That's pretty interesting. I want to go over that in a little second after we talk about this Barcelona game. Barcelona was struggling. Their defense, their high-line defense was struggling versus Club Brugge. Carlos Phoebe's 2 goals. Cicilline had a goal and assist quick. Lamine Yamal had a great goal. I like their second goal. I like this goal. Where they get inside the box, tapped it outside, went in. That was a nice goal by Lamine Yamal. But, man, that's highline defense, man. This Barcelona defense highline has been like this back-to-back years. It got exposed like that versus Inter Milan last semifinals. They got exposed like that. It kind of got exposed by Club Brugge. But Hassan Flick doesn't want to go away from that. He was talking about he doesn't want to go away from his highline defense. But the highline defense got to be better. 6 minutes in, you're on a 2-on-1 break. Koundé was looking lost on the defensive side. They really should have lost this game, honestly. I feel like that last goal in the 90th minute got taken away. It's supposed to be. I don't think it was a foul on the goalkeeper, but he has. I guess like the goalkeeper has the upper rights in that situation like that. So I'm not too sure about that. But the Barcelona defense has to improve. It has to improve if they want to win Champions League. They won't win Champions League like this. If Inter Milan, a defensive team, can expose a highline defense like Barcelona like that, then imagine that's what they lost to PSG. They wanted to play highline defense until the end. Why they should have just parked the bus versus PSG. They should have just parked the bus, had everybody back, but they want to play that highline defense. And that's what got Ramos that goal to give him that 2-1 win. But like I said, Barcelona defense has to improve. But Premier League has been dominating La Liga and Champions League this year, man. From start to finish, Atletico Club played Arsenal. Arsenal won 2-0. Tottenham played Villarreal. Tottenham won 1-0. Liverpool played Atletico Madrid. Liverpool won 3-2. Barcelona is the only team so far to beat a Prem team. Barcelona beat Newcastle 2-1. Rashford had 2 goals that game. City beat Villarreal 2-0. Arsenal beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. Liverpool just beat Real Madrid 1-0. And Newcastle just beat Atletico Club 2-0. And now the next match is Chelsea versus Barcelona. Next match day, I believe. That's the next game in the match day. And that's going to be a great game. Chelsea struggled. Chelsea struggled last game versus... I couldn't even tell the team, bro. I was watching the game, though, but they struggled. The defense struggled. Jarrell Haro got exposed. They had to do subs. They subbed in like all their players in the second half. And they couldn't win the game. They end up tying the game, but that's huge for Chelsea in the standings. That's huge, but I want to go to the next match game before we end off. The next Chelsea versus Barcelona is on the 25th, so that's the Tuesday game. That's the game I will be watching. I think hopefully Chelsea wins that. And then Arsenal versus Bayern Munich is another game that will be interesting on a Wednesday. Arsenal versus Bayern Munich, one of the best 2 teams in the world right now, best 2 teams in the standings. That's going to be a great game. I'm a big fan of Arsenal, and I'm a big fan of Bayern Munich's team as well. Michael Luze, Vincent Kompany, those are the guys that support over there. Going to be quite an interesting game. PSG versus Tottenham, that's a rematch of the Super Cup. Atletico Madrid versus Inter will be interesting. It's a lot of great games with match day 5. It's match day 5. City versus Leverkusen, that's a City win, obviously. But it's going to be great games for sure. Great games for sure in match day 5. 3 teams that are undefeated so far. No losses, no ties. Bayern Munich and Arsenal, 1 versus 2 that they played, like I say. Inter is undefeated as well. And then Mancity has a draw, no losses. Their draw was versus Monaco, I believe. They're 4th. But PSG's 5th, Newcastle 6th, Liverpool 8, Real Madrid 7. Those top 8 teams get the little bye. Victor Osimhen is leading so far in the Golden Boot, 6 goals, tied with Haaland and Harry Kane with 5. And I believe Mbappe is at 5 too. I'm not too sure. But Hakimi's at 3 assists. Patrick Aubameyang and Dominique Soboslai is at 3 as well. Well, it's an interesting start. We're at the halfway point of the group of the match day games. It's not group stage. You can't even say group stage no more. It's not even group stage. I don't even know what they call it. But we're at halfway point, 4 more games left into knockout stages. It's going to be an interesting, tough Champions League this year, man. Arsenal and Bayern Munich are looking like the favorites right now. Inter is up there with them too, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Like, share, turn and post notifications on, man. We are out.